Now we'll learn about quantum numbers. What are quantum numbers? Quantum numbers are those numbers which are used to describe the position of an electron in an atom, its direction of spin, the orbital in which it is present, its distance from the nucleus, and indicates the energy of the electron. There are four types of quantum numbers. One is called the principal quantum number, n. It tells about the orbit in which the electron is present. It indicates the energy of the electron and how far the electron is from the nucleus. It can take value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. The relation between the principal quantum number and the number of electron is as indicated over here in the table. When n is equal to 1, the maximum number of electron is 2. So you see we are back to the same formula, 2n raised to 2. So n is equal to 1, 1 raised to 2 is 1, so 2 into 1 is 2. When n is equal to 2, the number of electron is 8. So we have here 2 into 2 raised to 2. 2 raised to 2 is 4, 4 into 2 is 8 and so on. The azimuthal quantum number L. Now, the azimuthal quantum number L can take values 0, 1, 2. It is related to the principal quantum number by a relation. The values of L, the numerical values of L will always be n minus L. It denotes the orbital in which the electron is likely to be found. For example, when n is equal to 1, L is equal to 0, which means it is the 1s orbital. So, it is denoted by L equal to 0, that is the s orbital. When n is equal to 2, it will take two values because 2 minus 0. So, if you say it will take two values, L is equal to 0 and here L equal to 1, it will be again 2 minus 1. So, L is now 1. So, here what we have? We are having here 2s and 2p. So, L is equal to 1 is the p orbital. It denotes the orbital in which the electron is likely to be found. When n is equal to 3, then again how many values it will take? It will take exactly 3 values. L equal to 0, 1 and 2. So, it can take, I told you, values from 0, 1, 2 etc. So, numerically there will be 3 values 0, 1 and 2. The 0 value will be for 3s. The 1 value will be for 3p. The 2, L equal to 2 stands for 3d or it represents 3d. Next, we go to the magnetic quantum number. The magnetic quantum number is denoted by small m. The magnetic quantum number tells us about how much orbital angular momentum an electron has with reference to a particular axis of rotation. That is, it defines the orientation in space. It takes the values of 2L plus 1. The observations can be tabularized as follows. When n is equal to 1, L can be always 0. For n equal to 1, L is always 0 because there is only one s shell over there, and the possible value of ml will be n minus L. That is, here it is 0 again because L is 0. So, you have only 1 minus 1 value, that is 0. Now, number of orbitals in the subshell will be 1. The total number of orbitals in the shell will be 1. Which is this orbital in the subshell? It is s orbital. So, we have here 2L plus 1. 2 into 0 plus 1 is 1. So, that is 1 over here. The total number of orbitals in the shell will be 1, that is s orbital. Now, 2. That is, when n is equal to 2, the possible values of L will be 0 and 1. And you have got, because n will have the same values as that of, n will have the same number of values as that of L. Or we can say L will have the same number of values that is n. So, if n is 2, L should also have 2 values, that is 0 and 1. Here you are having 2s and 2p. Now, what are the possible values of ml? For s, it is always going to be 0. 2L plus 1 is going to be 0. What about for 1? When L is equal to 1, 2 into 1 plus 1 is it 3. So, what are those 3 values? 1, 0, minus 1. So, the number of orbitals in the subshell is going to be 3 and the total number of orbitals in the shell will be 3 plus 1, 4. Which shell? The second shell. So you are going to have 4 orbitals in shell number 2. Total number of orbitals in the subshell is 3 when the subshell is having value L equal to 1, that is the 2p level, and when it is having 0, then there is only one orbital, that is the s orbital. In this way, we can find out for the n equal to 3 and n equal to 4 levels, what are the number of orbitals in subshell, what are the total number of orbitals in the shell. Now, we go to the spin quantum number s. It can take the values of plus half or minus half numerically, depending on whether the electron is moving in clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction in its orbit respectively. The most important feature of these quantum numbers is that no two electrons in an atom can have the same set of 4 quantum numbers. For example, helium has got atomic number 2 and atomic mass number 4. The 2 electrons can be described by the 4 quantum numbers as follows. Helium, Z equal to 2, N when it is 1, L is 0 because it is s orbital, M is 0 because L is 0, S can be plus half when the electron is moving in clockwise direction. When N is equal to 1, that is orbital number 1, L can be 0 because it is the s orbital alone, M is going to be 0 because it takes the values of 12 plus 1, and S, the electron, the second electron can be minus half. So you see here that the 2 electrons in the helium atom will never have the same set of 4 quantum numbers. 3 numbers are same, but the 4th number is changed.